Let's let that old cycle go. Let's embrace the new and trust that God and trust that the divine has a plan for us and that there's a purpose for all the things that we go through. These difficult cycles, these learning periods, these things that we go through that make us take a deeper look at ourselves, they serve a purpose. But it's when we allow ourselves to get stuck in an old cycle. It's when we allow ourselves to get attached to things that are no longer serving us. It's when we try to force things. When we think that we know how things should go, so we try to do it ourselves and walk away from the faith that we know we should have. If something is trying to leave your life, if there's an old cycle that is trying to close, don't force it to stay open. It's when we do this that we really create our own mental prisons. It's when we allow suffering into our lives because we're not doing the things that are truly aligned for us. If you have to force something, if you have to try to make something to stay, or if you have to suffer to keep something around, that's a sign. That's a cue from God. That's a cue from the divine that this isn't working out for you. So let's let that go, because I promise you there's something better. We have something better for you. And the longer you try to hold on to this old cycle, and the longer you want to hold on to suffering, you can do it as long as you want. You can stay attached to things that are no longer serving you, but it's only going to keep you from entering the next cycle, the next phase of your life. It's only going to keep the blessings that are meant for you from entering in. One of the things that has really helped me with this process is, instead of allowing myself to get fixated on the ending, I'm starting to focus more on what I gained from the experience, the lessons that I took, the spiritual gifts that were given to me, the deeper knowing of who I am as a person, the shedding of the old self, the shedding of the ego, and really looking at deeper layers of who I know I am and what I'm trying to become. So if we can look at it like that, if we can know that there is something better coming for us, it's just dependent on how long we want to hold on to that old cycle. That thing that we know is closed, do we want to hold on to it at our own expense? Is that something that the ego wants? Or is that really something that you think is meant for you? Because if it's causing you suffering, and it's creating conflict in your life, and it's pulling you out of alignment with who you know you are and what you're trying to do, pulling you further away from God and the divine, there's a very good chance that that thing is not meant for you. At least not at this time, whatever that might mean for you. Actually, I don't even like putting it that way. It's just not meant for you. If it's causing you suffering, it's time to let that thing go. Because this life is not meant to be all about hardships. It's not meant to be a struggle. We're meant to enjoy this experience. And we really need to allow ourselves, we need to believe that. We need to believe that there's something better for us. And that is the case. So this old cycle, let's just let it go. Let's let it go as a collective. Let's believe that there's something better for us, and let's move into it. Let's choose freedom. Freedom from all the attachments that are keeping us back, that are keeping us small. The things that are no longer working for you, let's let them go, because God is infinite. The divine is abundance, and your birthright is abundance. Don't stay in lack. Don't stay in suffering. Don't allow anyone or anything to keep you small. There's no reason for it. There's too much opportunity, too much beauty, too much abundance and joy in this world for us to get stuck on something that isn't bringing those things. So if this resonates with you, I really hope that you took something from it. And I hope that we can move on from whatever it is that's been holding you back. I hope we can do that together. And we can move into a new cycle that I know and I feel is coming. And I feel it now for the first time in a very long time, because I'm starting to look forward instead of backwards. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again.